heading north on A1A, headed toward the Sebastian Inlet Marina. This is Sebastian Inlet State Park, I'm sorry. And we're going to take a look at the north side of the park this morning. So just hang on, just passing by a couple of my favorite beaches that are well occupied with big cars and trucks. Old gentleman bait fishing for this morning. It'll be a good video. This is the north entrance to the park. Once again, I'm on A1A, entering from the south. In the ranger station. This is not the main station. Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
People are generally nice and gracious. Marina Beach in the past here, or the State Park Beach. So let's just take a look around and let's hit the main attraction here, which is this is the North Catwalk, at least the entrance to the North Catwalk. When this handicap accessible ramp. Very big mullet, obviously call it a cast net. The angler is not around right now. Pretty big net. Water is incoming. Stay out here on the end. Here's a very brave soul. Few boats on the water this morning. Naturally, when the weather gets a little nicer, there'll be a lot more anglers around. The primary method of fishing here is bait fishing. Seen a lot of big bluefish here, snook, and every now and then you'll be bringing a fish up and a Goliath grouper will come over and grab it on you. It's game over at that point. Take a look at the North Jetty. Now look at all those rocks there. At certain times of the tide, you can walk down on those rocks. It's precarious. I'm not going to do it. Those rock days are over for me. These friendly pelicans. Heavy seas. South Jetty is pretty wet out there. Not too many guys fishing. So let's take a look, take a walk down to the North Jetty. Just spoke to a couple of interesting fellows, potential new club member, and now we're leaving this area. Once again, bait fishing is the best. Any tide is good, but nighttime is always the best time. We'll talk about this bowl when we get back. It's going to be a long walk, so I'm just going to give you the perspective here. This is the cleaning station, and you can see there's a sign that says "Do not feed the birds." And guess who's here? The birds. Hi guys, how you doing? life. Pelicans down here are like pigeons up north. They're everywhere. Here, there are times when I'll see fishermen out here, especially at night. They'll be out on these rocks. Actually, these rocks don't look too bad if you can navigate yourself down there without tripping. This rock here, nighttime fishing spot. It's flat surface, jagged. It's a little wet as we're making this approach to the turn. That a lot wet. Weather-wise, and then when the fish are running, it really gets nasty. One of my favorite beaches, which I'll just take a minute to show you. This is the famous surfing beach. Guess what? There's surfers out here. This beach runs from Sebastian Inlet all the way to Cape Canaveral. Access is a little difficult once you get into Melbourne. Not so many public areas, some parking you have to pay for. But if you look around, check on Google Earth, you might find some access points that aren't too bad. That they closed to keep everybody off. When trouble was brewing down here. Just careful about backcasts. What a beautiful fishy area this is. If it's any rougher, it's going to look like Cape Hatteras. Picking up. I'm sure you hear the wind blowing. Alright, approaching the far end of the jetty. Without going water, this is the hot spot. You gotta be careful. The way these guys cast, Jesus. That hook is very possible. big drum, black drum, nice size. Not big by most standards, but big enough. There's a little tackle shop here, and you get all your bait needs right by the jetty. Sebastian Inlet Bait and Tackle. Now we're back at the North Catwalk entrance, and I'm going to take a little look at this bay here. This is called Bathtub Beach, or Bathtub Bay. During the summer it's very popular for families. It's very shallow, safe for picnics, and just getting your feet wet a little bit. And it's a good place to get bait. You can walk out there like that gentleman is out there with the cast net. Let's see what a good caster he is. Load it up over the shoulder. Not bad. Thrown into a wind is tough too. And once you catch the bait, naturally you run out to the inlet and fish it. He's coming up clean. You really can't see the other two gentlemen. You should, hopefully, with the GoPro. Right between us and the boat, there's two more gentlemen fishing on those rocks. And you got pretty easy access to that area. There's a parking lot right behind it. I think we'll take a ride there and just show you where the parking lot is. It's a good spot to fish at night. Once again, just be careful on those rocks. Alright, we're in the parking lot, getting ready to pull out. We're just going to go over to that other access point on the south side. On the north side, just to take a look around. Okay. Well, okay, here's another good fishing spot. A little calmer, picnic tables. Not much access down here for the further areas. A little trail down here. His legs aren't working as good as they used to. But still, it's another location to fish. This is where you can access those rocks. On the other side, there's a small rock wall. The tide's kind of high. I can't really get around this way without getting my feet wet. So we'll hit that when I come back up the hill here. Alrighty, see the shoreline here. Once again, there's always fish here. There's bait fish, and especially at night, you got your snook and big reds all along this island. This shoreline here, mangrove shoreline. Beautiful place. Had substantial erosion from the last time I was here. You can see it's a pretty steep drop down. So here's that small old jetty that goes out, and then you could just billy goat your way along those rocks and fish into the deeper water, that deeper current there. Once again, nighttime. You got to be here at night to really catch fish on a solid